sad to announce that this stream is an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. To be precise, it's a tsunami and flood. Talking about the disaster prompt, even though slight disaster of the muting my mic again. I have a habit of that. Hi, Secondhand Samurai, up to Jonathan Bob. How are you today? In my world, as I mentioned in my last stream a couple of days ago, we're looking over this area here, the Skirret Isles, and the volcanic eruption that led to a tsunami and a massive flood of the Rayon coast here. Every 100 years or so, the twin moons of the world align, which causes massive gravitational pull on that side of the planet for the duration. Obviously, as you can imagine, the tides go up and down. At this time of high tide, the volcano in the Skirret Isles erupted. It's a massive eruption, larger than normal, which caused a massive pyroclastic flow, which caused a tsunami. So as you can imagine, it's devastating for the coast, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. Hey Tillers, good to see you here. Hey Q. So, hey, thanks for the raid, Dark Hobbit. Good. Hey Dalian, thanks for the follow. Thank you very much. Shy Red Fox, Friendly Necromancer. Good to see you here. So, as I was saying, this disaster. I was going to say, looking at the build-up to the eruption that caused the tsunami, and I've just started jotting down some notes. I'm going to go into this for a bit, for the first half, and then I'm probably going to have a look at other articles. Oh, you're 7 foot DM already. I'm not far off, I'm 6'4". There's a name, there's a reason the name's called Stretch. That is my official nickname. Yeah, I'm quite tall. Hey, it's good to see that my new bot in Discord actually works. Yes, I second that Secondhand Samurai. I didn't catch a great deal, but what I did see of your stream, Dark Hobbit and Friend Necromancer, it was very, very good. Definitely agree with what you said about not being a fantastic artist. Hands up to that one. No, I'm not a good artist at all. So any resources that can help with that, very gratefully received. Toulouse, I'm at the disaster prompt. That's why you weren't here for the start of my stream where I announced that my stream is a total disaster. I thought it was funny anyway. You promised chaos, I'll bring you disaster. If, excuse me moving around a lot. I spent a lot of time in this computer chair today and my back is suffering. Thanks for the follow, Dark Hobbit. I think that puts me at 35 now. 36. Getting closer. Yeah, stretch check, yeah. Yes. Many reasons my nickname is Stretch. Yeah. Stretch and hydrating. I need a drink. Preferably down my throat, not over my face. Apparently I can't spell now. Thank you, Shy Red Fox, for the host. What I'm going to do is just get some bare bones down at the moment. Up here I've got my little list that I made last night. A few notes for the stream today. My brain just went blank yesterday. I just could not think what to write. I think I got to about 130 something words, something 135 words I think it was, and blank, complete cut out. Thankfully you guys, E-Song and oh, thank you World Anvil for the host, E-Song and Sable, and a couple of others managed to help me on Discord, and bing, light bulb moment, and started getting lots of ideas. So I'm just going to get some. I'm going to build a skeleton and deal with flesh later. Together. Forwards. I keep using caused. Destruction to the always have to copy and paste this word because I put an accent in it and I have a UK keyboard. So, cast of rayon on. Save that. There's a picture I downloaded last night. I just went on Google and found a copyright-free image of a tsunami. And until I get a better one, that'll do. It's not bad. Quite like that. And for those that didn't join me from the last stream, And for this, you'll see this bar at the bottom of the screen. When I still working on getting my 50 followers, and if I get 50 by the end of this week, so Sunday night, I've agreed, well, I came up with the idea of doing a certain exercise routine live on stream. I'm not regretting this decision, but I'm a man of my word. I said it, I'll do it. That's got to be a nightmare. Where am I now? Sat at my computer. No, that might 100 push-ups might actually be better. Where am I in the? Actually, could submit it. I might work on it a bit more before I submit it. But done the 300 words. Actual disaster. It's not draft. Do you mean on my followers Kahuna or my article? My article, I've done the 300 words. My followers, I believe it's 36 at the moment, so 14 to go. Followers, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, about 14 to go. So if I get the 50th on Monday, I'll be quite happy. Not that I'm trying to back out of it at all. Thank you for the follow, World Anvil. You just want to see me torture myself live on stream, but same as everyone else. Manifestation visualization. Describe the way the natural or supernatural law manifests itself. Manifests itself in pure death and destruction. Right. World Anvil Radio followed me as well. Thank you very much. So I'll read over what I've got already. It's been 105 years since a catastrophic event called the Great Wave, a disaster caused by an unfortunate combination of one of the great alignments, as the two moons aligning, at its height over the Skirit Isles and coast of Rheanon, and a massive eruption of the neighbouring volcano. This particularly large eruption, even for Mount Mornaga, which is what I've called it for now, this resulted in a huge tidal wave that smashed into the coast of Rheanon, causing utter devastation for hundreds of miles. Recovery from this took a very long time and an extremely large amount of coin. The destruction ripped through many coastal towns and villages, and a large number of them further inland as well. So, it's reached so far inland that it reached well into the forests of Rheanon. 9 left now. Oh, getting closer. Drum roll. As you can see, the volcano is about roughly 500 miles away, 600 miles away from the coast of Rayon, and the tsunami that it caused even went as far as into this forest here. So a lot of destruction. So I think as I'm typing anyway, might do a 10-minute sprint. So if I set up my phone, so go for 10 minutes. Does that sound okay for everyone? I'll let everyone get set up. If you want to partake. See how many words we can get down. You'll probably all beat me because I type slowly. Well, I think slowly. Typing's not too bad. Think of the actual words. So, okay, sprint in 3, 2. Join the club, Dillers. I have a feeling. And 3, 2, 1, go. under 5 minutes ago. 4 minutes 20 seconds left. Thirty seconds. That's it. Time's up. So, how many words I did? I'll just open up a Word document to paste in what I did. 267 for me. It's not bad. 152, that's not bad, tillers. Always go for quality over quantity anyway, so 267, I'm quite proud of that. Did anyone else take part? Did post in chat how many words he did. So, effect on flora and fauna. That's makes up a bit. This massive tidal wave caused widespread death and destruction for hundreds of miles, smashing through anything in its path. The wave wiped out 90% of all plant life, and nearly all fauna that can either fly or run out of the way. Fair dues, yeah. Bit of multitasking there, tillers. I'm also eating that eats away from time. Yes, very true. Eating's more important. I say as I'm really hungry. The only chance of survival is to be lucky enough to get beyond its reach. The majority of the towns and villages in its path were decimated. Almost all the farms were swept away by the sheer body of water. Beasts of burden used to work the land were largely lost, making recovering these farms a very tough task indeed. We've got the divide. This is the way in Rhiannon. The ruling aristocracy, largely living in the hills or far out of reach of the affected area, so far removed from reality that no real care was shown. Comment there. In the aftermath of disaster, the poor of the land, who were the main ones who lost everything, found they had nowhere to run or nowhere to turn. Those above them still expected their food, on time, with no allowance given to such a loss of productivity that had been caused. This only made the already huge class divide even more pronounced. Poor peasants were just expected to get back to work and grow the crops to feed those in power. As you can imagine, the feeling of unrest was widespread, yet nobody cared for them. What were they but mere pawns? Not only that, but taxes were increased to pay for the clean-up and repair, because, well, what should the rich pay? They didn't cause it, and none of them were affected, so surely it wasn't their problem. As you can see, the country Rhiannon is not a pleasant place to live. Well, it's rather pleasant if you have enough money. But if you're poor, not pleasant at all. So I'm going to refresh that. Have a look to see. I think I just need to sort out the colour of the text because that's a bit. This panel is fine. It's just this text here. But I need to learn CSS before I can do that. Okay, that'll be stream. Ooh, 40 minutes now. Anyone have any articles they want to post up and read through? I can't exactly give expert advice, but I can sort of chip in a bit. I may think of something. Or do you want to just listen to me babble on for God knows how long? Yeah, with my world Rhiannon, it's a land of typical mounted chivalric knights, although they've forgotten the chivalry bit. They are just power hungry, very arrogant, very up themselves, and look down on anyone beneath them. There's a huge divide between the poor and the rich, and the rich just don't care about the poor. They're just in their way. They only care about themselves. I've included elements of the French Revolution mixed with the typical Arthurian knights, and for those who have ever played Warhammer, Cool, I'll have a look at that. Don't think it's going to let me click the link. If you could post that as a link to this, I might be able to have a look at it. Yeah. Right now I'm on the cheese monster. Awesome. Cool. I'll just have a check on that in a minute. Yeah, as I said, for those itchy, never played game Warhammer, I've brought in elements. Yeah, links are fine in this. You won't get put in jail, especially if it's relevant. Yeah, I brought in elements of the Bretonnian army, Bretonnian knights, into Rayanon, but giving it my own twist. All this talking's thirsty work. Give me 1 second, because I have to flick between windows. That load up. Toy Maker's Wagon. What I do like is it's easy to read. That's the first thing I see. Unlike my article, which makes my eyes go a bit funny. I need to look at that. Toy Maker's Wagon is cruising through Ferenia. I forgot that right. It makes Halton Bridgeport 4 times a year. Every child in the city knows the signature tune, which is audible already when the wagon is still way outside the city. All the kids will then gather at city gates, await the wagon's arrival, and follow it with cheers into the city. I see this is your vehicle that brings joy front, is it? So, like it already. Owner of the wagon is Henriette Silverfoil. She's repurposed an old gypsy wagon, painted it in bright colours, and bought an Aeon powered horse. Joy Cat, yeah, yes, still is Joy Cat. Excuse me a minute. Headphones are making me itch. Which looks like a really big brown farm horse with a white forelock and tail. Wagon also contains additional gadgets made by the gnomes, like the automatically opening sidewalls or security mechanisms to protect the wagon when Henriette has. Ooh. Aeon is a magic component in my world, the power of magic basically. Cool. Like it. Henriette sells all kinds of handmade toys that are mostly based on stories and tales told by grannies to their grandchildren. That way she keeps the old stories alive. During each shop she also takes commissions for custom toys and delivers them next time she visits the same place again. Like it. I have to wait a while for delivery. 3 months for delivery. I'm guessing she doesn't do next day delivery then. You pay extra to get next day delivery. I think so. The toys. Singing wind-up puppets, music boxes, rocking horses, most of the toys Henriette produces. Remember to breathe, Pete. Are moving or making noises or both. They're all affordable even for people with a small budget. Toys bring joy into everyone's heart. Yes, extra monies, yeah. Why not? Charge extra and get it delivered a bit quicker. That's business, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to skip the DM information. I assume with DM information being on your page, we can read it anyway. Henriette uses special wood, small. Learn to read, Peter. Stretch. A special wood building her toys. The wood is enchanted. It gives her the means to spy on people's feelings. Ooh. Ooh. This is definitely getting a bit of a twist. I like twists. She cannot pick up the mood around a single toy, but the mood of people all around the toys she has sold in a certain area, which gives her a glimpse of what is moving people right now. Jesus was stumbling over them. Cool. Yes, that's DM plot stuff, so it can make it interesting. Sounds cool. Mood of people. She uses this wisdom for a second business when she is counselling all kind of leaders and higher ups. I mean, what sense would make a toy maker to a DM? Yeah, like that, and even a plot hook there. Definitely. I like twists and plot hooks. So definitely liking this. Power generation, wagon is AM powered, manufactured and maintained by a known workshop. Cool. Additional auxiliary systems. For announcing its arrival, the wagon has a horn attached to the top that can be activated by the driver. It plays an exciting tune for about 5 seconds. So a bit like, I don't know if you get them in other countries, but here in the UK we have our ice cream trucks. They play a tune out of the speakers on the truck, which does the same function, announces its presence and brings all the customers to the truck. Motto: make them smile. Definitely. I don't know if you can hear that over the stream, but having just mentioned ice cream truck, outside is an ice cream truck playing his music. Timing! I so want to go out and yeah. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, I'll behave myself. When you come at the end of my stream? Like 12 minutes ago. He's not going to wait 12 minutes there. And yes, I am a big kid. I like ice cream. I like ice cream from an ice cream truck. I've had it for years, but I like it. Yeah, I really like this article. Yeah. The top bit you've given, as is the prompt, the vehicle that brings joy, but then you've also given the twist and possible plot hook of the little spying. I really like that. I like the formatting as well. Easy to read as well. Is anyone else actually in the chat at all, or is it just you to listen? I like that you've brought in about the AM. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Hey Zog, good to see you here. How you doing today? As I say, I like that you brought in about the AM. Having a source of power, magical power, actually something real. It's not just this mystical force. You know what the source is. I was thinking of doing something similar in my Ravnica setting for my campaign that I was running. I don't know if anyone knows much about Ravnica. It comes from the Magic the Gathering card game, and you've got various guilds. Cool. It's white stuff you need to get out of rocks, like a mineral. Cool. So you mine magic. Well, that sounds cool. I like that. But yes, in my Ravnica settings, I was thinking of having these certain magic weapons powered by magic crystals. So that would have been a similar kind of thing. I don't know if anyone knows, anyone that plays D&D knows the Mysium Mortar. I love that weapon. I love that weapon. Big magical boomstick, basically. "20 kilometers an hour. Quite fast for something of that day. I'm guessing this is fantasy setting. Not too bad. Quite fast. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'll go back to my article. What we'll do is check who is on after me. Hey, Hefe is on after me. I'll be raiding him soon. Somebody can keep an eye out and let me know when he's online. We'll work together on this, and we'll go raid him. Sorry, I'm just flicking between windows at the moment. Yeah, I actually prefer a system agnostic world. Mine is, even though what inspired me to do the world, create the world, was my Pathfinder one-shot I created. Before Pathfinder, way before Pathfinder 2, a few years ago now. But it can be used for D&D, any fantasy setting. But my world doesn't, although mechanically magic is the same, in my world magic usage has dropped quite significantly. Magic is very rarely used because I've felt that in things like D&D and other fantasy roleplay games, the use of magic had almost become a utility. It'd be very, very common, and for want of a better word, it lost its magic. It lost that something special feeling about it. So I reined that in, and I wanted to make magic special and unusual again. So I've made magic casters in my world about as rare as the Jedi in A New Hope, Star Wars. Very, very rare. I said mechanically it's still the same, but if, for example, you decided to throw a fireball when you're in town, you better start running because the town guard are going to come after you. They're going to think, what the hell is going on? Most other people will be running away from you, the guard will be running towards you. You're not going to be popular. Yeah. It'd be quite amusing to have a party with that has a caster. If you play a game in this world, because you still have a caster, it's fine. If you have someone play a sorcerer and you have an encounter in town accidentally or without thinking, you can't exactly. cast accidentally, but you know, without thinking. Cast fireball and realised, oh dear, we're in town. Now we've got problems. So what I'm going to do is double. I think I saved it, but I'm just going to double check. View, and any minute now, FA should be coming online. So I'm going to get a few notes down. I want to do a sprint because it's only a few minutes, but another stretch check because back. Just goes to show, if you spend too much time in the computer chair, be careful, otherwise you end up with a backline line. That's not a good thing. Ah, getting too old. Now, my writing is generally at the best of times not for the faint-hearted anyway, but this is taking rather a dark turn. But not the darkest I've ever written. Those unlucky few that did survive the onslaught of water found themselves in another struggle, as they were largely left to fend for themselves. Some gracious few did strive to help those in need, but were without the resources to do so properly. Many of those died purely due to being too poor. 2 with 1 O. Too poor to afford the proper resources. Dark Turner duck tone. No, ducks can swim. And fly. There were no ducks, they left the area. Well, intelligent ones had anyway. And I think for today I'm going to leave it there. I'll continue working after my stream. I'm just going to check whether Hefe is online. Anyone else know if Hefe is online? He is online. So we are going to raid. Oops. Raid channel. Okay, just setting up the raid now. And you don't have to listen to me babbling on anymore. Okay, let's go start raid. Just setting that up now. Give it a few seconds or so for Twitch to set that up, and we are off. Thank you for joining my stream, and I'll see you on Hefe's channel. Bye.